Hello, mi gente. Espero que todos estén bien. Hello, my people. We're starting a new segment of Spanglish Live Saturdays for MacFan PR, both on YouTube and on Facebook. Okay, so we are transmitting simultaneously live, like en vivo. See that thingy here, over here, it looks like, or over here, that means that it's live. So let's start lowering down these. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm looking forward to a cool segment of just a couple of things to go over. I just wanted also to thank you so much for being loyal here. We're getting more and more every day. I don't know if you have seen it, but I made a kind of like a boo-boo on my last video that I put about simple tips for simple phones. So the fact is actually that was a very bad, a really bad edit that I did. So yeah, it was kind of bad. What can I say? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So let's jump into this today. So the first thing that I want to show you is the fact that we are very soon have a very special thing for you guys. And it's not gonna come directly from me, but I'm gonna show it into the excuse me, into the channel to her request as well. So we're gonna partner in a podcast for the first time for one small event with Ana Margarita from Gran Esfera Azul podcast de autoayuda. That's in Spanish. So it's auto help podcast. It's called Gran Esfera Azul Big Blue Melbourne. Okay, just like remember those from back in the day, they were doing like it was kind of like a TV show, but she chose that name. It was super cool. I love it, and it's a great person. It's a professional, and we wanted to give us our take on accessibility, and we'll talk about very soon about it. We're preparing this for you. It's gonna be in a couple of weeks, so just be patient because it's gonna come very soon, and. We're going to talk about a lot of things there, and we're going to open the discussion and also help educate people about the need from different people who wants to be just as normal as every other, and at the same time, they still have certain obstacles that they have to work day by day. So we're going to talk into that very soon. Okay, we're also going to talk about the fact that in June is finally the Worldwide Developers Conference in Cupertino, California, from Apple. And one of the things that I have learned about the fact is that, let me just one moment while I check this out here for you. All right. So let's talk about the Mac Pro that has been actually not only delayed, I believe it has been canceled at least for this event. So apparently they're expecting a new design, but it's not gonna show very soon. Apparently, per Mark Gurman, which is one of the best leakers in the market from Bloomberg, says that it was expected to be shown as well as the AR/VR headset, or at least presented during this conference. However, it looks like that is not going to be the fact. Apparently, they decided not to do it, at least for now. I'm gonna show you a little bit some of the things that I have seen here in regards to that. I'm gonna share the screen right now. Okay, and they talk about the fact that this is one of the things that. Oh, no, move it to the side. Let me move it to the side. Move it to the side here. Move it to the side. Okay, it's not that one. It's this one. so, so it is actually this one. This one. You see that? You see the great production value that this show has for you. You know what? That this actually awesome production team is Emmy winning, award winning. So, all right, and we're gonna start looking at some comments. We have Tommy Martinez. Tommy Martinez, how you doing? Hey, nice to hear from you. That's awesome. Okay, I haven't even got the chance because I was right on time today, almost. And but thank you so much for being here, Tommy. Thank you. Gracias. Gracias por estar aquí. Ya mismo viene la sección en español. So, okay. Don't don't get anxious. So we're gonna go in Spanish very soon. So what I was showing is in regards to the fact that the company apparently has uh, changed the time frame for this, because apparently they are expecting to introduce the new M3 chip, which is the next step development on the Apple Silicon chips. I believe this is the one that is going to start being developed in China, while the 5 nanometer, this is the 3 nanometer ones. This is, by example, the speed that they're gonna use on these chips, and then the 5 nanometer chips, the regular ones, M2 and possibly M3 chips with the 5 nanometer speeds, they're gonna be manufactured here in the United States, specifically here in the state of Arizona. They're expecting to finish the construction on 2 units for that process. So eventually, it's going to be all homemade, and this is what I've been talking about: the fact that Apple is trying to enclose everything into their own, using everything manufacturing from the chips that they already are doing to the screens and more, to make it everything all together something that comes from the same company, instead of partnering with other people, like for example doing right now with Samsung. Samsung is the one was doing the screens for the iPhones, and the screen for other devices, like for example the screens for the iMacs and a MacBook, and also for the iPads as well, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. Let me see that we have some other people in comments. Let's see. Oh, we have Tommy here. Vamos a ver in Spanish here. And no worries. Yo domino ambos idiomas. You keep going con lo tuyo. I'm listening. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for that. Let me see if there's anybody also on Facebook. Thank you. Thanks for connecting. Okay, so I'm gonna send it right now. I haven't looked at the way to see the same chat on Facebook as well as with YouTube. I'm sorry if I do not respond on Facebook. I still haven't got this all figured out, but eventually we're gonna do that very soon. So thank you so much for being patient. You can still connect to YouTube uh, here, and then if you cannot be able to see it directly in the live session, you can see it later on the channel. So I suggest continue to tell everybody to connect to MacFan PR in regards to everything related to it. So it looks like yes, it's gonna be possibly the same design. Going back to the Mac Pro, obviously this is not something that I usually talked about because Mac Pros are intended for professionals. We're talking about a very expensive device as that latest version that is still with the Intel chips. It went, the base model starts at $6,000. So this is not something that I usually talked about because money wise. So definitely that's not going to happen. And but we still wanted to be able to talk about the fact that how the company is continuing to be developing about these features, about the different approaches that they have. Okay, so in regards to that, I just wanted to make sure that you understand the expectations of this matter. Thank you so much. If you can continue connecting, I know I haven't been in any of the live sessions today. I have been still um, trying to recuperate from these huge sinus infections. It's been hectic, so I apologize. And as you can hear in some of my videos, even with all the features that I use to try to correct audio, still I sound like this sometimes. And this not is normal for me. You know that. Okay. Oh, as a matter of fact, as you can see, I always put some breath in my face. Okay, no, I don't want you to start laughing at my face. It's just the fact that I decide to give some breath. I do that like every year or two to my goatee, so I took it out, and then I just sound like a Hispanic version of either. I look like an Hispanic version or either uh, Tom Selleck. You see that? The camera did it for me. The camera did it for me. So it's just like that. It happens. It happens a lot. I have no idea what's happened. I'm using the audios that I put into my live stream format because my beloved Stream Deck is stuck. I don't know what's going on. So once again, yeah, technical difficulties. I'm not gonna go right back, but technical difficulties. All right. So the fact is actually, as you can see, give me 1 second because I kind of focus. Okay, down there you go. And I sound like the guy from the uh, from those TV ads that goes to the um to a, to a date, and all of a sudden his uh his shirt is just like he has been never going to the laundry. I feel like that. I'm so sorry. It was just out of the blue, but I wanted to be here. I wanted to be here as much as possible for you guys, and I just wanted to also tell you this. The other thing that they're talking about in regards to the situation with Apple and this upcoming event is the fact that there's one thing that we were talking about, the iPhone 15. Remember that we talked about the fact that they were expecting to put those buttons as tactile buttons, just like um, the home button on the iPhone 6, 7s, and 5S. Remember those? They were talking all about that, and then all of a sudden, guess what? Apple does it again, apparently, or at least Minchi Kuo, which is another one of the best leakers in the market. Uh, they also talk about the fact that actually Apple removed that idea, at least for the moment. Apparently, there was an issue with the development and the design, and then uh, we're gonna have a new iPhone 15 with the outer bezel improved, but still with physical buttons, just like this one. So, yay! We won. We won on that end. So, so just to let you know, we did won in regards to that fact because, to be honest, I as you saw me on one of the videos that I made, I don't know how people will do this, to work on a tactile button for the silent one. And a lot of people, especially people either with disabilities or older people, are already, used to these kind of buttons. And it's going to be difficult to start all over again to decide to, to learn again how to use their phones when they are used to these designs. And you know, for younger people, it's okay, but you have to work for something that works with everybody, not with one side of people. And if you wanted to get a good device that will be sell, then you need to work with something that will work for everybody. And that's one of the things I was afraid of in regards to the situation with the iPhone 15 and new design. Still, I understand that it's going to be titanium, it's going to be rounded on the sides, and obviously the newest chip. The cameras, especially on the pro section, the cameras will be higher. There's going to be a periscope camera. Still has a 48 megapixel one, and such and such. All all the options of the iPhone 15 will have the dynamic island. They're gonna remove this kind. Okay, so this is gonna be something that is gonna be, uh, you know, people will like, because the dynamic island, it has been developed. And another thing that we were talking about in a very upcoming video is about AI and how they continue to start developing this. We're going to see that actually on the worldwide developers conference very soon, back in June. I'm looking forward not only to see that, but what do you think in the comments if I go to Cupertino this year? Not necessarily for the conference, because for that you have to be invited, and I don't have that luxury. But the fact is, actually, there's one event that we can see the day after the the development. Okay, and let me just a moment. Let me show you this very quickly. Sorry about that. My apologies. Okay, so it's gonna be. Okay, let's see if I can. Or Apple. I'm gonna look at that. Hang on a second, let me see. And where is it? So I see it. Okay. I think I'm gonna show you this in a little bit. Okay, so we'll talk about this situation, and I'm gonna show you that in a little bit, and is in regards to that. This is about the situation that was shown by John Prosser on his front page tech uh, news channel this week, and it's in regards to that fact of the buttons, as you can see here. Also, let me see something else that I'm going to show you here too. One moment as well. And I'm sorry because I'm going into different features here. So, so as you can see, what they said in regards to that is the fact, and I'm gonna take a look a little better. It says based on these factors, removing solid state buttons should have a limited impact on the mass production schedule and shipments of Pro models. So this situation, what they try to do is that they try to resolve the design issues before going into mass production because they haven't started. The understanding is that the mass production has started on the MacBook Air with the 15-inch model, which is going to be the first larger spec MacBook Air ever since they started. And that's one of the things that I see here that is going to be production. So I have, let me see, give me 1 second. We have GT2040. Nice to see you. Give me 1 second. Let's just give you, hey. Thank you. Okay, so going back into the situation here, in regards to the situation with the iPhone 15 and the different options in regards to that, it says, and this is Michiko's information. It says my latest survey indicates that due to unresolved technical issues before mass production, both high-end iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max or Ultra, as a lot of people said that's going to be, will abandon the closely watched solid-state button design and revert to the traditional physical button design. So that's a thing that is right now in development as we speak. Let's see how it goes with that design that we're going to see basically in September, just like every single year with a new development of the iPhone device from the manufacturer. I'm going to look at the information about, let's see, give me just 1 moment. I was looking at something else. We were talking about something different. Let's see. All right. So he's not talking here. I was looking a little bit more about the event they have. It's actually an event uh, from Page Tech and Apple Update. These two guys, so it's John Prosser from Page Tech, and Apple Update is Sam Cole. We used to be iUpdate, okay, and they partner with Dark Mode, the podcast from Luke Miani and Noah Rubin. They're gonna do a live event, one-time live event in near Cupertino, California, on June the 6th. That's one day after the keynote from the WWDC conference. So they're gonna be there live, and I was talking to my son to see if it will be good to be there. So that would be awesome to be there and meet them in the flesh. That will be super cool, and maybe do something there to show you guys in an upcoming video. Don't you think? Tell me in the comments to see if that's something that you will look forward to see. Okay, that will be a first for me, and that will be an honor to be there and to be part of this magic. Okay, so thank you, JT. Appreciate it. Okay, and I don't know, maybe it's gonna be one step ahead in regards to how the channel wants to be, and also put me back on track into what it is tech in particular, because I haven't been into tech a lot recently. I've been into the situations that have been happening in Puerto Rico in the past maybe couple of months now. And the fact is because I'm concerned as a native of the island. I'm concerned about all these things that have been happening, all the situations that are brought to our attention. People that maybe they don't have, not necessarily the capacity, but they're not suit enough or mentally prepared enough to work with life events, with situations in life. And unfortunately, it's younger people, while some other younger guys and girls, they're doing a lot to set up their names and obviously give a lot of things to the island as well. Some others, it looks like they're abandoning what it is to do something that actually will impact the way people see us as Puerto Ricans all over the world, not only here or in the United States or in the island itself, but everywhere. Because everything that you see and you post online is going to be seen worldwide. For example, in the situation, there's two situations that are going to brought to our attention because I talked to them in my channel. Is the situation with the lady that went berserk with this fast food employee or manager, and the issue with this lady, that this young lady, which is a new entrepreneur, but at the same time she was doing a lot of questionable things on social media, uh, and while having her daughter next to her. And yeah, mental health, that's what I've been talking about the whole time, is mental health. Even if I have the chance to have something with my kids next to me, I will never put them in perspective like that. And when we talk about things that should be considered adult matter, it should be stated as such. And is my take on it. A lot of people may think differently. I know for a fact there's a lot of people that they're uh, they're agreeing with their side with her or with them. Some of us they're not, and they understand the things. Others are very vocal on that, and I think I'm in kind of like in the middle, because we all need to have the option to decide, but at the same time decide with conscience, with common sense. And I know for a fact, and I will say it and I will say it again, I know for a fact both of them will have the opportunity to learn and to get back on track and do things right. I think they both have that option, and hopefully that will happen for the good for both of them. Um, but obviously, social media is very thorough on just this as a way to do uh, a like this is a spectacle instead of something that should concern us as a community. And a lot of people are talking about that, but also a lot of people are talking about her, and they're not focusing on the minor. Who's the one who we should be focusing at? Her well-being. Same thing happens with the lady with the situation in the fast food location. There was a minor involved. Nobody has talked about that. It looks like everybody has put aside the fact of the minor being endangered while these people are getting headlines just because of their actions. And what does it say about social media and media in itself? I'm going to put this here for you so you can understand and talk to me. Tell in the comments if what do you think about that. Doesn't matter, obviously, with respect, but it doesn't matter because everybody has his own opinion, and I respect all of them. But to be honest, this is something to be concerned about. Everybody has the right to be to behave as they like. Ok, tenemos aquí, voy a hacer algo. No, tranquilo, vaya, vaya, no se detenga. Ya mismo empiezo en español. Ok, no se preocupe. Estamos a 30 minutos y vamos a ver la última media hora, la vamos a dedicar en español. And that was my concern in the past couple of weeks and months. That's one of them. The other thing I've seen, and I put this as some kind of a social experiment, is how we're talking about the Lord, about about the power of praying and everything during Holy Week, and all of a sudden I put something about a fictional character in the movies and how they can be presented right now, and they're more present more than ever, even though it happens like 50 years ago, like the character of Dirty Harry, how present they are in the not only the movies but also in in society in itself. And all of a sudden, these short videos that I put on about the character, and with the help of That's So Cool, this is a channel that does that, and I thank you so much for that. Thank you, I appreciate it. Just check that channel. This is so cool. It is the channel is and has a lot of shorts, playlists of different characters from the 80s, 70s, and and all, and how these characters have impacted our lives in certain ways. So just check that channel too, and but see how people related to those. But then when you put things that can enrich your life, well, yeah, a lot of people have seen it, but not as much as those. Like for example, the first short that I did about DT Harry is right now up to 2,000 views so far and counting. As I said last week, we're still going strong. The other ones are not the same. 200, 300 views is crazy. But then the ones about the Lord, the ones about the praying, the ones about, you know, manifestations, they're not. I had to put something with Tommy. Social media, the problem of the resolution starts with parenting. Parenting means to educate our children on on not only social media. Yep, that is correct. That's exactly what I was looking for. And thank you so much for bringing that to the attention, Tommy, because that's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for the fact that, we like social media, that social media is cool, but you have to learn how to use it properly and how to behave properly from that, because it's going to be seen by everybody. When I mean everybody, it's by everybody. Yep. Parenting needs to be present. Parents need to be present at all times. And I see that even parents, instead of moving forward to help their kids, they decided to stand by the media source and the morbo, like we said in Spanish, and continue embrace what they try to accomplish is to make this not a discussion, but just an event to get views or points or people following, but not about the right thing, which is getting help, showing that there are solutions to the problems and they have to work with the situations. and continue working with it every single day. But no, they decide to look at the fanciness and this media consumption instead of, working on helping them looking on the right way, looking on the right situations, work with their problems, look for help, to speak their minds, but in the right way. We don't need too much information. It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm not saying that you can, to look for a good laugh. Don't. I'm not gonna go to that. It's just the fact that sometimes you have to stop, listen, and learn the right way. That's about it. But not let social media be the ones who's gonna take care of your kids. It is you as a parent who has the responsibility. It doesn't matter how old your kid is. You still have a responsibility because you are the parent. You brought this to the attention. A lot of people say, no, you have to let them be. Okay, yes, of course. But you still be his parent until the day you died. As a responsible parent, you're going to look after them. And even if they don't listen, tell them what to do. And don't be ambiguous. Like some. How in the world you say that, yeah, my kid is awesome, is responsible, but I'm against some things that they do online. I don't like it. It's not good. But she's amazing. Or he's amazing. And he or she is an amazing parent. Okay, so, or one thing or the other. Just decide. In Spanish we say, o te peinas o te haces rolo. Decídete. And I'm going to continue in Spanish because we are 37 minutes on the live. Y perdona a los que están en inglés. Discúlpeme, pero es que tengo que decirlo en español para que lo vean realmente. Y voy a enseñar aquí. Tommy, looking for views is nothing more than instant gratification. And that is correct. I look for views too as a channel. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But I also want to open the conversation. I want both. Because I don't want to be only what they call it an influencer, because I don't want it to be that way. I said it in one of my videos and I said it here live. I wanted to be the person and entity of change rather than an influencer, because an influencer says the people that was followed by certain amount of followers, of subscribers. Yeah, that's correct. And I just wanted to let you know, and I'm continuing in English because he brought this up. But I'm gonna continue in Spanish now, for now on. Y pueden seguirlo, los que están en español lo pueden seguir. ¿Ok? Yo vi esta mañana el video de una persona que hay mucha gente que les gusta, mucha gente que no les gusta, quizá porque piensan que es farandulero. Yo pienso que no. Yo pienso que es una buena persona y que lo que hace es, quizá en cierto modo, a su manera, hacer una crítica de lo que es un influencer o de lo que es una persona en este tipo de medio. Y me estoy refiriendo al licenciado Joel Mercado. Y eso lo puse en mi community. A Perone. Y se apoya, dice totalmente lo que tienes envidia a esa mujer emprendedora. Pero tú me quieres matar a mí, pero saludo. Sabes que te quiero. Mira, no. Yo lo que creo es que yo no estoy diciendo, no estoy en contra ni a favor de ella. y lo dije ahorita, y lo dije en uno de mis videos, y lo dije en el video corto de la triste, se llama, les digo ahora rapidito, perdónenme, déjame salir de aquí, ok, déjame salir de aquí, y voy a ir al video, que es el que puse, que es una triste reacción. Voy a ponerlo ahora rapidito aquí para que lo vean. Permítame un momento. Voy a entonces enseñarlo rapidito aquí para que lo vean. Un momento. ¿Qué les puedo decir? Una tragedia más en la historia de un pueblo que se desmorona por sus valores, por sus malas decisiones, por no utilizar el sentido común. Y ahora mismo tenemos otra familia más que se destruye. Una menor que posiblemente caiga en el sistema. Y una madre que, aunque quizá inclusive yo esté en contra, pero que necesita ayuda a gritos. Es increíble. Tenemos que parar esto. Esto no son juegos. Esto es la vida, esto es realidad. Y tenemos que tomar conciencia de nuestros actos y evitar seguir pendiente de la poca vergüenza y más pendiente de las cosas que vale la pena en la vida. Y buscar amor y comprensión. No poca vergüenza de hacer lo que te da la gana. Porque mira las consecuencias. Que el Señor te bendiga. Voy a volver aquí. Me río porque... Miren todo lo que papel de poder. ¿Y eso es verdad? Ok. Les hago esto porque él lo traje a la colación. Papelones. Ok. Mira lo que dice. Dice quieta. Poca vergüenza. A ver si yo puedo. Chicos, no me puedo poner. No te puedo poner los audios. No puedo poner los audios. Esto sucedió ayer. Y yo a la verdad que troné en ese video. En el video de Don Goyo. Porque yo lo sigo. Yo lo sigo y realmente me parece chévere. Lo digo sin no me voy a equivocarme. Yo sé que el papel no va a decir, yo no lo sigo. Está bien, yo lo sé. Perdóname. Sorry. No te van a hacer esto. Pero lo que quiero decir con esto es que con lo que troné es cómo este señor se atreve a aparecerse en cámara a decir que su hija es una excelente madre. A decir que su hija es una excelente madre. Pero sin embargo, por otro lado, dice que no está de acuerdo con lo que hace en las redes sociales. Pero que entonces, por otro lado, dice que ella es una persona mayor y que haga lo que ella entienda que es correcto. Decídase, caballero. Usted es padre de familia, yo también. Y hay muchos aquí que somos padres de familia. Mire eso. No la ve hace 4 años, pero es el mejor. Pero es la mejor. Porque eso es lo que él dice. Eso fue lo que dijo ayer. Ella es la mejor madre de todas. Pero él no sabe de ella desde hace 4 años. Que dice que lo que hace es que textean. En serio. Vamos a ser honestos. Se me cayó. Se me escribió algo aquí. ¿Sabe? Disculpen. Ahora sí te lo voy a poner. Te lo voy a poner. Pero la mera verdad es que nosotros tenemos que ser consistentes y consecuentes. No solamente como nosotros como personas, sino también con nuestros hijos. Si lo que está mal, está mal. No importa. No se puede tapar el cielo con la mano. No venga a dar cátedra de lo que no puede. De lo que no tiene ni siquiera constancia, porque ni siquiera la ve. Ni siquiera sabe dónde está. Parece que el joven o la persona con la que ella está, o viejo como dicen por ahí, que dicen que es mayor que ella, tiene más conciencia, obviamente, quizá por su madurez, que ella misma. Y ella las otras noches intentó hacer un live cuando se suponía que se le dijo que no se metiera a hacer más social media por el momento, y fue aconsejada por sus abogados, y ya como quiera, a todo cañón, por no decir la palabra, lo trató de hacer. Y el joven o la persona con la que está le quitó el equipo y le apagó el live. Muy bien hecho. Bravo. Volviendo al padre. ¿Qué moral tiene él para decir si la mamá hizo, dijo, dejó de hacer y que le pusieron palabras en ellas que no se supone y que editaron el video? ¿Qué sabe él? ¿Él estaba con ella? Porque dice que están separados, pero están en el mismo estado. Supuesta y alegadamente. ¿A qué vamos a ver esto? Vamos a ver en el hecho de que la mamá salió en el programa de la muñeca, porque aunque yo la sigo también, no lo voy a pautar a nadie. Y el caballero salió en el programa del muñeco. Y no es Tito el patrón. No es Tito el patrón, así que no se crean, ¿ok? No se crean. No. Usted, usted se pone a vacilar, usted no me deja hacer un programa serio. Usted no hace un programa serio, ¿eh? Dice aquí que el papá es seguir por mi camino. Sí, y lo sé, lo entiendo, te entiendo, porque yo sé que tú no lo sigues. Pero lo quiero decir porque yo lo sigo porque realmente no tengo una razón en particular por la que sigo a Don Goyo. Hay veces que veo sus programas, otras veces que no, para ser honesto. No los veo todos. Hay cosas de las que yo no me interesan. No me interesa ni siquiera dialogar. Y yo veo lo que me interese. Cuando vi eso, eh, el caso es que me interesó para ver cuál era la reacción de este caballero. Y me pareció bien desacertada. Extremadamente desacertada. A esa fue la razón por la que lo vi. Sí, por eso mismo es que yo no veo todo. O sea, el que yo lo siga no significa que lo vea todo, papelones. Y es cierto, concuerdo contigo. Por eso, yo lo sigo, pero no veo todo lo que él hace. Porque es como todo. Estoy viendo mucha gente que yo sigo, pero no necesariamente sigo todo lo que están haciendo. Porque no todo me interesa, porque veo siempre una farandulería detrás. De la misma forma que hay gente que yo no seguiré jamás. Y con el respeto que merece el caballero, yo no seguiría a un Eliezer Molina. Con el respeto que merece, respeto lo que hace, no cómo lo hace. No me interesa estar escuchando babosadas. Y un día de esto va a pasar que va a comer tierra por sus babosadas. Y una persona que tira piedras teniendo el techo de cristal. Así que mejor ni hablo de eso porque realmente no me compete. No estoy en esas y hay otras personas que no sigo. Por otro lado, aunque no lo veo mucho, pero sí respeto a un león fiscalizador. Porque es una persona que merece mi respeto. Aunque haya cosas en las que yo no concuerde con él. Pero merece mi respeto. Así como con Elizabeth Torres, que hay cosas en las que yo no concuerdo con ella, pero la forma en que ella las presenta, en la mayoría de los casos, en una gran mayoría de los casos, pues entiendo su lucha cuesta arriba contra la maquinaria de un partido. Que no entiendo la farandulería que utiliza y no la apoyo. Pero por eso no veo todo. ¿Es verdad? ¿Es verdad? Es verdad. Lo es. Y un día de esto se va a buscar la alma de sus zapatos. Yo no quisiera estar en los zapatos de ese señor. Porque ese señor lo que se está buscando es que un día salga uno de verdad y le diga dos o tres. ¿Qué es eso de utilizar el nombre de una persona que no se puede defender, que ya no está con nosotros, contra un familiar suyo, por más malo que sea? No faltarle respeto a una persona así. Que tú quieras defender a tu patria, lo puedes hacer. Y yo entiendo esa lucha. La entiendo y la respeto, la lucha. Pero síganlo bien y vean la forma en que él lo hace. Y en qué momentos y a qué lugares va. No digo más nada porque yo no soy político. Pero ustedes que lo siguen también a veces y lo ven, formen sus propias conclusiones. A mí no merecen mi respeto por la forma en que trabaja eso. Lo que merece respeto es la lucha, porque obviamente queremos un Puerto Rico mejor. Pero hay formas para hacerlo. Hay sus momentos, hay sus lugares. Y si quieres trabajar algo de verdad, mira, está la justicia, los tribunales. Pero alguien que tiene, vuelvo y explico, el techo de cristal, como muchos otros que hacen lo mismo, no puede venir a vanagloriarse de que, o a, o agitar, tratar de agitar masa y hablando malo y pensar que la gente le va a tener respeto y que va a tener el apoyo de la gente. Digo, al menos la gente decente y con sentido común. A mí no. A mí no me coge. A mí no me coge. Es lo que tenía que decir todo. Todos estos personajes de las redes son casi todos, como casi todos en cualquier medio, te enseñan lo que quieren que el público vea. Así es, ¿verdad? Así es, ¿verdad? Y como yo, quizá a lo mejor yo no soy real. Eso es a picture of your imagination. No, ya sé mucho. Aquí ya sé cómo soy. A mí me ven como yo soy. Igual medio calvo. Medio no, completo calvo. Poniéndome de esto porque me gustan los sombreritos, pero es porque esto me lo pegó Papedones, lo de los sombreritos. Y a veces se los quita, ya no se los pone, y yo estoy pegado con los sombreritos. Por ejemplo, tengo otro por aquí, el otro por aquí. Mira, este fue el primero que yo escogí. Aunque este yo lo tengo hace tiempo, la boina la tengo hace tiempo, pero este, yo lo escogí por él, estando en Puerto Rico. O sea, sí lo cogí por ti, no sé. No digas nada, Keisla. Ay, ay, ay. Pero nada. Pero volvemos de nuevo a lo serio. Es la forma en que vemos a todas estas gentes apoyando causas que no tienen sentido. Y otros que sí tienen causas reales, pero utilizan la farandulería para tratar de lograr sus propósitos. Y con eso yo no me llevo. Eso yo no me llevo. Y lo digo sin temor a equivocarme. A veces hasta mi hijo me dice, mira, cállate la boca. ¿Por qué? Esa es mi forma de pensar. Lo digo abiertamente. Pues yo no tengo nada. Ninguno de ellos me paga los biles. Yo tengo que trabajar todos los días. Ninguno de ellos me paga los biles. Y yo estoy haciendo esto de gratis. Porque me gusta. Pues quiero poner mi granito de arena, pero real. No de embuste. Esto es real. Estas cositas que yo hago, ¿sabes? Porque me gusta. Me gusta esto que estoy haciendo. No porque estoy ganando dinero, porque yo no hago con esto nada. Ahora mismo tengo, ¿qué? ¿Cuánto? 119 suscriptores. Yo no gano con eso nada. No tengo ninguna gente pequeña ni nada por el estilo. ¿Eh? No, sí. Es verdad. Es verdad. ¿Verdad? No, yo no voy a enseñar todo. Si acaso en algún momento, quizá Tommy, quizás pues haga realidad el OnlyFans de los Barrigones Unidos, junto con él y con Sebastián de Jugo Usted Latino. A ver si se tiran. Esa es la única forma que yo enseñaría todo. Todo mi barriguero. Es un chiste, chicos, es un chiste. Broma, pero es verdad. Pero es verdad. Y no dice es verdad. Eso, mira, eso es realmente. Por eso yo quiero que esta parte, esto que es de los sábados, es para entretenimiento y para, sí, poner un poquito de grano de arena en la discusión positiva, tal y como se está haciendo ahora, y que me alegra que Tommy ponga su granito de arena ahí. Y se me ría también, porque esa es la idea. Nos riamos, vamos a reírnos, vamos a reírnos. Todavía no da nadie estúpido. Sí, sí. Vaya, ando con todo el tiempo. La culpa papelón es que me lo pegó por Televisión. No, pero más. Espero que se siga mejorando, porque yo sé que él sí ha estado bien malo. Él sí ha estado bien enfermito. Y Dios te bendiga, José, que te sigas mejorando. Sabes que te queremos. Te queremos bien y te queremos bien ver en vivo pronto, rapidito. Y de hecho, tenemos una que tenemos que hablar. Eh, y como dije ahorita, ya estamos preparando que tengo el honor de haber recibido la invitación de parte de Gran Esfera Azul de hacer un pequeño trabajo sobre accesibilidad, y vamos a hablar de eso más adelante. Lo vamos a ver prontito. Así que estén pendientes, porque son cosas positivas, cosas que enaltecen, y realmente escuchen ese podcast. Ese podcast es excelente, enriquecedor y wow, abre los ojos. Búsquenlo. Creo que está en Facebook. Y obviamente las plataformas que hacen podcast como iTunes o en Apple, y Spotify y otras plataformas parecidas donde puedes escuchar podcasts. Eso que es excelente. Y los últimos podcasts que he escuchado, wow, tremendo, tremendo. Un saludo a Ana Margarita desde acá y a todos los presentes también aquí, que ya estamos ya por terminar la transmisión. El video de ayer sonaba, déjame ver qué. Sonaba más moco que de costumbre. Esto el diablo, ay bendito. Sí, pero te escuchabas bien, no te escuchabas mal. No, si te digo que esto es malísimo. Anoche me levanté como 2 veces. 2 veces, porque no podía respirar. Como 2 veces. Te digo, me matan. Y no está fácil. Creo que ha sido la peor temporada de alergias que he tenido en mucho tiempo. La peor temporada de alergias que he tenido en mucho tiempo. Pero nada, solamente quería dar mi opinión en cuanto a eso. Gracias a ustedes también por haber estado aquí un ratito con este servidor, porque quiero ser consistente con ustedes y brindarles poquito de lo mejor que tenemos. Vamos a estar hablando, como les dije, en próximos videos vamos a estar hablando sobre más de la conferencia mundial de desarrolladores que se va a estar celebrando en junio, a principios de junio en Cupertino, California. Voy a buscar algo del evento que estaba pensando ir, que es el evento que se llama Genius Bar Goes Dark. Déjame ver si yo lo consigo. Debe ser por el de Lumiani. Déjame ver, a ver si. Vamos a ver si lo consigo para atrás. Espérate. Voy a quitar este. Déjame quitarlo rapidito. Espérate un momento. Stop sharing. Y entonces así. A ver. Voy a ir a los community que les voy a enseñar, al community mío, que es este evento que les voy a enseñar aquí. Lo puse en el community. Ok. Por cierto, yo rehice el de los Simple Tips for Simple Phones. Lo tuve que hacer porque estaba lleno de errores, de horrores, por no decir errores. Ok. Déjame ver dónde es que está. Yo lo puse por aquí. Tito, saludos a Esran, que no he sabido de él. Yo creo que yo lo había puesto por acá. ¿Dónde es que está? Y saludos aquí en español a After Swift, que era lo que se conocía como 13 Tech. Hi, 13 Tech or After Swift. I haven't seen you in a little bit, so let me see. I guess I thought I put it. Okay. Huh. Mira, no. No, no lo tengo. I thought I have it. Okay. Aquí está. Aquí está. Aquí está. Se los voy a enseñar ahora, antes de irme. Rapidito. Espérate. Rapidito, rapidito, rapidito. Mira, mira aquí, mira aquí, mira aquí. Aquí está, mira. Este es el evento. Este es el primero de izquierda a derecha es Luke Miani. El segundo es Sam Cole. El tercero es John Prosser. Y el último de izquierda a derecha es Noah Rubin. Luke Miani y Noah Rubin son los del podcast Dark Mode, que será los domingos en la tarde. Y Sam Cole y John Prosser hacen juntos el podcast Genius Bar. Y usualmente no tienen un día específico, a veces lo sacan los viernes, los sábados, a veces lo sacan los martes. Usualmente salían los martes, pero últimamente lo están sacando esporádicos, pero lo siguen sacando semanalmente. Y los cuatro se han unido y van a hacer este único evento. Yo diría que estos son los youtubers de tecnología en inglés más importantes en los Estados Unidos actualmente. Tanto Luke Miani como John Prosser, como Sal Cole y el mismo Noah Rubin, que tiene su propio canal, y él entiendo que trabaja para Google directamente. Realmente son de los más importantes y aparente y alegadamente, según la información que tenemos, esta es la página. A ver si la puedo alargar un poquito. A ver si se puede. Aquí. Esta es la página de Genius Bar Score Dark y ahí se pueden buscar los boletos en Cupertino, California. Creo que empiezan desde $35 hasta $68 más uno. Por no decir lo otro, porque después Papelones viene y me lo tripea. Sí, después viene Papelones y viene y me tripea y va a decir... Ay, ay, ay. Pero sí. Déjame ver, a ver si... Ay, ay, ay. Como ven, los valores de producción son tan excelentes que como apago y prendo los sonidos y los cambios de cámara. Estos cambios de cámara, tú sabes, de director tipo Steven Spielberg. Claro que sí, caramba, perdóname la letra. Este, pero sí, esos son buenos porque el más alto, que es el de 68+1, incluye un meet and greet con ellos y donde te puedes tomar fotos y conocerlos directamente. Y estoy pensando que sería bueno estar allá y hacer algo con ellos. Dice, mi dinero es para las nenas pobres de los OnlyFans. Pues mira, yo estoy contento. Ay, Señor Sagrado Corazón. Me sacaste. Me sacaste. Bueno, Papelones. Un abrazo. Espero que cuídense mucho ya. Ya vi. Ya estamos por terminar aquí en Spanglish Live Saturdays. Thank you so much for being here. Ok. Cuídense mucho que ya estamos por irnos. No sin antes decirle que se sigan suscribiendo al canal. Vamos aquí, ya ven que aquí están todas las de estas aquí. Les voy a enseñar las otras aquí. Este es el que... Ahí están todas las... Ahí están todas. Ahí están. Cualquier cosita. Pues. Estamos ahí a la orden. Se pueden comunicar en DM conmigo si se quieren comunicar conmigo. Déjame sacar tú de esto. Espérate. Ya tenemos a Emma Rivera. Emma. Te estaba viendo en TV. Oh, control de daños pasa por la red. Control de daños. Esa le va a decir... ¿Qué caramba tú estabas haciendo aquí de allá? ¿Qué es eso de OnlyFans? Mira, te voy a llenar la cara de dedo. Cuando te llenan la cara de dedo, pero entonces ya se llena de moco, ¿verdad? Nada, cuídense mucho, se les quiere de gratis. Saludos a todos los que han estado aquí. A ver, dice aquí, pero no sabe lo que quiero, pues está guiando. Te está guiando de Pancho Cara de Queso, pero ya puede ver esto después. Tú sabes que es la bebé también. Y se está conectada. No, cuídense mucho, se les quiere de gratis. Y gracias por conectarse nuevamente con Macfan PR los sábados aquí en Spanglish Live. Cuídense mucho y nos veremos la semana que viene en otro Spanglish Live Saturdays. Se despide de ustedes Héctor de Macfan PR. Los quiero conco, como si los hubiese parido. Se despide. Nos vemos. Mira que nos vemos. Bye. Mira. Quieto. Paga ya. Pero va a seguir. Va a seguir. No fue verdad, pero impresión. Nos vemos. Bye.